Mhm. Mhm.
You video.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, and I see you too.
There we
There we go.
go.
All right.
Boy, it looks nice and sunny where you're at.
A little bit
Yeah,
of rain coming in.
we're having a beautiful day today. So thank you very much for joining this call. I have Donna and Gary Orner here, and they are solar homeowners that use the Solar Tax Max plan to collect not only their 30% tax credit, but some extra solar incentives valued at an additional $15,000, which means that 50% of their solar costs were reimbursed back to them. That's not including some extra state tax inductions and even some state utility incentives that were included. Is that right, folks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So if you could just share a little bit about your experience and let the viewers hear in your own words, how everything went for you.
The solar tax pros has been great. They contacted us and we went with them after we talked to them, and they've been really good with us. They helped us get our money back.
Excellent.
Yes, with Solar Tax Pros, I sit there basically, we have the people that installed our solar system that we have. And they've already called me, I'll bet you 8 times to talk to people about you. Because honestly, a lot of people don't realize you guys are down in Florida, and I myself thought it was a scam. That's what I thought right away. Because how does anybody know? We don't hear about it. Nothing's advertised. Nothing there. I got the second phone call, and then I said to my wife, I says, "Well, we'll be out the money, but we'll send the money." And we sent the money, and next thing I know, I got a big check off my taxes. Well, I paid quite a few taxes. That's why. It's based on how much you really pay in. So it's going to help you redeem all your tax money or a part of your tax money that you pay in for the year, showing the depreciation. And basically, the way it should work is a constant thing, because it's a depreciation that Edison only gives me 6 cents on the dollar. And I have to, so they get 96 cents on the dollar when I got to pay. But I generate enough with the solar system that we have in to where we really don't have any bills at all from, I would say, April through November. Nothing,
So
because we
solar's working
nothing.
for you as well.
Yes, it's working really good.
Awesome.
Solar Tax Pros has really gave us a benefit to help us pay for the solar panels. It's really the program you guys have, and it's 100%. I know it's legal, everything. The program you have helped us tremendously.
Yeah, anytime we've had a question, we've called in and you've answered our questions for us.
Yes.
Thank you. So I gave you a set of our plan documents with all the IRS forms, and you handed that to your tax professional. And what was their, experience?
Well, the first time the experience was she'd never heard of it. She knew nothing about it, and once she had the documents, she punched it on. She goes, "Wow, look at that," And I says, "Yeah." And then this year or last year, we sent it. You guys sent us the tax form again, and she put it in. Everything's okay, but I didn't know there was a packet. I didn't know. Donna took care of all that,
and we gave it to her. And then the share, she was putting it in, and she had a question, and she called and talked to you, and you answered her question. And you'll be sending us that information so we can give it to our tax person again.
Awesome. Yeah, I want to share a screen. I don't know if you can see it.
It's coming up.
Let me
Yeah.
You see my screen? Okay, I am wrong screen. I'll cut that out. So here we have your solar system cost at 81,000. Is that about right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So a 30% tax credit is $24,000. And then the extra tax deduction benefit was $15,000 for a total of $40,000 or 49% of your cost being reimbursed back to you.
Mm-hmm.
which is great, right? Because you were able to, did you use all that money to pay down your solar loan and actually lower your bill?
No, part of it. We didn't pay it down, all of it, and we could have done that, but it pays for itself. That's the way I was looking at it. That you having the doggone system and having the deduction that we get off of depreciation, we don't have a solar panel payment every month, because we get what I get back in my taxes. That's the way I was looking at it. Now, I
Mhm.
didn't know how, I thought this thing here would go for life, as long as I'm paying on my panels, that I would get a tax deduction every year.
Right. Well, the tax deduction in your scenario in 2023, we applied the tax credit and the tax deduction. So we couldn't take the entire tax deduction in 2023. We could take most of it, and then there was a little bit left that we're going to carry forward for the next 5 years. And that's why I'm giving you the additional paperwork for the next 5 years to have you
So I'm sorry to interrupt. So what
yes.
you're telling me is that it's only for the next 5 years from this year when I file my taxes?
Right, from 2023 and then another 5 years. So you got
Okay.
the bulk of that money, $40,000 already, right? And then there's just going to be a little trickle of some money for the next 5 years. And then you're done with the tax benefits and the tax deductions.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
then it
I
ends.
understood, because I saw the depreciation of showing that I'm always gonna generate that there. So now, after the solar panels are paid off, in the next,
Mhm.
5 years, basically, I don't get no more depreciation amount.
That's correct. You got it all up front. We accelerated the depreciation over a 5 year period. So we got the
Okay,
bulk of it in year one, which is special bonus depreciation.
okay,
And we would get 84% of that in year one. And the
okay,
remaining 16% will come to you over the next few years. Yes.
okay, okay. So I misunderstood. We should have put
Yeah.
it all on it.
Yeah.
But see, I can't tell
Yeah.
how much we get from it from what I pay in taxes and deductions I do have already. I have to kind of separate that. So on what you sent, the form that you sent, it states exactly how much I'm supposed to get? Or is it just something dialed in and shows what I
It
get?
just shows the depreciation amount. Every tax situation different,
Okay,
how much that is, right? Or if you're not madly in love with your tax professional, we can
well,
actually file your taxes for you.
she
You know,
she does a great
Yeah.
job. I mean, I was
that's
hoping
good.
that,
Keep them. We encourage you to keep, somebody that you have a relationship with. But a lot of people say, hey, you know what? You go ahead and file it. That way, no mistakes are made and everything's, great.
yeah,
So, as always, if you need us, book a call on our website.
okay.
Feel free to refer them over to us. And who was your solar company?
It
Uh,
was, go ahead.
It was Palmetto, and then they changed it to Power Up.
Power Up. Okay. And you mentioned that they uh, mentioned our services to a lot of their customers as well.
I have.
Oh, you have.
They called me.
Yeah. Our
Find out
sales
about the
guy.
depreciation. So what you're doing is they basically, through your taxes, you get the money you get back is paying for the solar panels. Is basically
That's
what
right.
So it's not a depreciation.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's what I was told by, what's the other guy's name?
Our sales guy.
Yeah.
Dave.
Not
No,
Dave. We're from
um,
Solar Tax Pro.
Oh, Nathan.
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 Nathan, yes.
Nate. Yeah, Nate. And I was talking to him on the phone, and he was telling me about the depreciation. Now,
Right.
what I put out and what I get back, there's where the money should lie, and I didn't know it was for to pay off my solar panels. You understand what I'm saying?
You could do whatever you want with it. It's
Oh,
yours.
no, I understand that. But I thought that I was going to get a depreciation every year, even if they're paid off.
Oh, no. It
That's what I'm
runs
getting
out.
at.
It
Because
runs out. Yeah.
that's what I was getting at. That's
Mhm.
how I understood it. So
Got it.
now I got to make sure. I just tell them to call you. I have a couple cards here of Nate's and I just give them the name and number over the phone. You want to talk to them? Call Solar Tax Pro, and they can go through them. You guys can talk to them.
We really appreciate it, and thank you for taking a leap of faith. It's not always easy, but we thank you for, you know, having that leap of faith with it. It turned out in your situation. I think the viewers are really gonna appreciate this video and your authenticity. So thank you very much for that. If you
Well,
need
thank
us,
you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
my
you.
pleasure, my pleasure. All right, you folks take care, okay?
Yeah,
Alright, you
too. Have
too.
a good day.
All right, awesome.
Hey, don't
Thank you.
stay too warm. It's cold up here yet.
Oh, I'm sorry for that, but no, I'm staying in Florida.
I hear you, buddy.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.